How you guys doing today? Grim Jones here for the Get Money Arena, and I'm dropping two AI marketing prompts for my supercharged and evergreen AI sampler to kind of help level up your contents. The sampler is free on Gumroad, and the sampler is free on Gumroad. It doesn't cost you anything, um, but it's actually just five sample prompts out of a 50 prompt guide. I'm going to be testing these AI prompts on 6 different chatbots: ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Grok, Microsoft Copilot, Claude, and Google Gemini. And this is to show you how good they'll work for blogs and social. So like I said, in this book, it's going to be in this guide. It's going to be 5 prompts. Each prompt is going to be tailored to kind of sort of look like what they would look like in the actual full guide. We're going to be working with this prompt, this one here, writing high engagement blog posts, and then we're going to be working with this one here, generating social media post variations. You should see a QR code, and that's for you to scan and go straight to download the sampler off of Gumroad. I just started the Gumroad account, so please bear with me as I try to get through how to style my page and make it look better. But you're there for the content, you're not really there for the way the page looks, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to, here we go, right, high engagement blog posts. So I already created and already put these prompts into the different chatbots. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right over there to DeepSeek. We're going to start with DeepSeek, and then we're going to move down the line. All right. This first prompt in DeepSeek says, write a structured blog post focused on PlayStation 5, delivering clear value to your audience with an informative yet engaging tone. Open with a bold hook that introduces the topic's relevance, then organize the body with 2 to 3 key insights or subtopics. Include stats, quotes, or real-life analogies where applicable, I should say, to boost authority. Wrap up with a strong conclusion that summarizes key takeaways and includes a call to action. Subscribe, share, or comment. SEO is important. Naturally weave in 2 to 3 primary keywords. Aim for a tone that reflects the PlayStation brand voice while still being reader friendly. Ideal length 600 to 1,000 words. And as you can see, where is that? That's exactly what this prompt says here. It's just that where it says, where I have PlayStation 5 is where it says topic here. So you can always just change out and swap out pretty much any topic. These prompts are, I specifically designed these prompts with the help of Grok and ChatGPT. I specifically designed these prompts to be AI, to be evergreen, to be targeted and focused. They're plug and play, so you can pretty much use them for just about any, I guess, any industry, any content creator can use them, any marketer can use them. They're plug and play. And they're fully customizable. And as you can see here in this version of the prompt here, it says why it works. That just kind of tells you what it does, what it's supposed to do. But in the full guide, there will be a longer explanation of, about the prompt and why you should be using things of that nature. Also, you get one little piece of customization here, but there's actually about 3 types of customizations that the full guide will offer. So that's what so as you can see, this is exactly what it says. I just changed the part where it says, here it says your brand voice. Instead of saying your brand voice, I changed it to aim for a tone that reflects the PlayStation brand. So I got to make sure that this your brand is in brackets here, but it wasn't. That's all right. We'll take care of that. All right. So let's go see what DeepSeek wrote with this prompt. I made 2 different versions of it. What happens is when you edit the prompt, or if you add a different option on down here after you put the prompt in, you'll get a new thread. And I forgot because the I didn't have the search on. You shouldn't have to. These prompts aren't really designed for you to have the search on or not. The search is just an option that you can use to kind of enhance the output of the information that you get or whatever blog post you're creating. But I'm not going to read the whole thing, so let's just look at the key points of what we want to do with this blog post. We want 2 to 3 key insights or subtopics. That's what we're going to look for. We saw the bold hook. We want to look for stats, quotes, or real life analogies. All right. We're going to see the conclusion. We want to see the call to action. We want to see that they actually use 2 to 3 primary keywords, and that it has about 600 to 1,000 words. And this is what I'm going to do real quick and open up. Got it. We're going to open up word counts, word counter. Okay. We're going to have this open. Okay. I'm going to copy just this. I'm not going to copy the stuff at the bottom. Actually, I'm going to just copy the whole thing. And then I'll take out this bottom part so you can see exactly how many words are in there. I'm going to paste that in there. Let's see if that's correct. Apart from counting words and characters, let's see. Let's take out this word. Take out this here because we don't need this. 570 words. So we were aiming for 600 to 1,000. It just went a little shy of that. So some of your AI programs are going to probably do something along those lines. So just be mindful of that. If you want more words, obviously you want to put more weight to this lower end. So you might want to go ahead and change that to like 700 or something. Now let's go into ChatGPT. Here is the same post, the same prompt, and this time I changed the topic to mountain biking. So like before, write a structured blog post focused on mountain biking, delivering clear value to your audience with an informative yet engaging tone. Open with a bold hook that introduces the topic's relevance. Keep going, you just read all that. All right, and then at the bottom it said aim for a tone that reflects major mountain biking brands' voice while still being reader friendly. So here's what ChatGPT gave us. All right, the summary starts off, and then that's like your hook. Well, this is a summary, but I believe this is the hook of it. The adrenaline is real. Why mountain biking matters. It starts going into some statistics about how much the global mountain bike market is going to hit as far as money. It talks about fitness benefits, things like that, stuff like cardio, muscle building, joint friendly, mental benefits. So these are like real world applications. It goes into it's got a right here a quote right there. So there's that quote. Now let's check out what Grok did. What did I give to Grok? Wrong one. Not on here. So this one says write a structured blog post focused on photography. So you see how I changed up different stuff. These prompts are very like I said, they're plug and play. So they're designed to, you can use them for just about any topic or any industry or anything of that nature. And with there being 50 prompts in the book, you have a lot of prompts to choose from. But here we go, mastering photography, tips to elevate your craft. Let's see, let's go to the I didn't look at the word count for, let me check out the word count for this here. Let's check that out. See what ChatGPT did. DeepSeek and ChatGPT are nearly the same. All right, ChatGPT gave you 969 words. Let's see. Let's take out these here. Okay, this is anything at the top. Sometimes they talk about stuff. Let's say something at the top. Nope. So ChatGPT was more on point. 936 words. I like that. So ChatGPT was on point when it came to it. All right, let's try with Grok. We're going to copy that here. Control A, Control V, and let's see. Grok says Grok's is, looks like it's 859 words. So yeah, Grok was on point. Grok was definitely on point. Make sure conclusion. Yep, everything's in there. Yep, Grok is definitely on point. So it's definitely going to give you, look, Grok's got a great layout too. Look at that. That's like a blog post right there. Period. Almost no needing to make this into a and to put this into another editor and go through all that stuff. Look, it's already set up for that. Okay, on Microsoft Copilot, it uses uses a GPT language model. So GPTs are created by OpenAI, which creates ChatGPT. So the outputs are going to be similar, but not quite the same. So on this one, I said write a blog post focused on men's fashions. All right, and then I said aim for a tone that reflects the Wrangler brand voice. I wasn't thinking about which brand. I just picked Wrangler, and as you can see, you got a nice little output here. Definitely got yourself some statistics. You got yourself a nice little quote there. But if you can, as you can see, this is not very. Let me copy this. This doesn't have much to it. It's very light. It's not very. It says 600 to 1,000 words. Let's see if it even made 600. Let's see. 546 words. Not even with the final thoughts. It says make it yours. Wait, oh no, wait. Let's see. Man's fashion is about. Oh no, this is yeah. If you take out this last line. 524 words, so definitely under the mark and a lot. Okay, Claude Sonnet, same thing, gives you a nice little mark down here. All right, this is not the one we're going to look at. We're looking at the wrong one here. Here we go. This one here says write a structured blog post focused on pocketbooks. Look at that. Look what you get out of this. Let's copy this. Put this into the word counter. Make sure we got that, hit that mark, 600 to 1,000 words, and 1095. All right, I ain't mad at you. A little bit more than 1,000, but that's not bad. We're a little overflowing, too bad. You can always go in here and tweak things and edit things and stuff, and put in your put in your own blog, your own like links and stuff. Now let's go into Google Gemini. I was a little scared to use Gemini at first. I had to kind of get over that just to go ahead and deal with for this purpose, for this guide. And the reason why is because I'm not going to say I'm going to put up a video. You guys will see what it's about if you come back to this channel. All right, we're going to put that in. Let's see how much you got. 829 words. So Google Gemini gets close to that. So there you go. All right. Like I said, you can use these prompts any way you particularly care for with any kind of this one says for soccer moms, and I like this one for Google Gemini. This actually takes it from a first person group perspective, like a I don't know if I'm going to call that second person. It says we're, so it says let's be honest, soccer moms, we're the unsung heroes of Saturday mornings. So it's kind of directly aligning itself with a person, with the people who might be reading this, who could be soccer moms. So I thought that was pretty neat. None of the other ones took this kind of route. All right, so let's move on. We're gonna go to the next prompt, and that is generating social media post variations. And I like this one because when you have some sort of event or something like that coming up, and you want to kind of like you want to kind of keep people informed about when the event is going to happen, then this this prompt here will help you get to that point. So the prompt says craft 5 unique social media posts that build hype, engagement, and momentum for an event. Mix up the formats: teaser announcement, countdown, highlight of a key speaker or guest, an interactive poll, and a final CTA driven reminder. Each post should match platform culture, hashtags and emojis for IG, clean copy and event links for LinkedIn, punchy hooks for Twitter/X. Use clear CTAs like save your spot, tag a friend, or DM for early access. Include timing cues to schedule them appropriately. Focus on excitement, urgency, and relevance to your target audience. Why it works: it maximizes event reach with engaging platform-specific posts. Customize it, tailor it to first-time attendees, or add a video teaser. All right. So let's see what we got. We're going to start with this time. We're going to start with Google Gemini. So this is what I told it to do. Every one of these platforms got the same prompt. Okay, got the same style prompt. Craft 5 unique social media posts that build hype, engagement, and momentum for an outdoor summer festival in Dallas, Texas. Okay, so I put that in there, and then this is what I got. Here's a teaser announcement for Instagram. It gives you the timing, 8 to 10 weeks out before the festival. All right. Vibrant sun-drenched photo of a fast pace. Now, this right here, it gives you the visuals, right? And tells you what you should be putting, what the format should be, but it also gives you the caption. It doesn't actually, I don't know. I guess it's explained to you how the format for the teaser announcement is on Instagram. Here's your caption, complete with emojis and hashtags. All right, you got your post too. Countdown on Twitter and X. Timing 4 weeks before the festival. Short, punchy. All right, text. That's what the format is. The tweet is T minus 4 weeks until whatever, whatever. Da da da. Good stuff. All right. Post 3, highlighting key highlights of a key speaker guest. LinkedIn 2 to 3 weeks before the festival format. Look at this. Got the nice caption here. Nice. Tells you what kind of visual you should have. Professional image of the speaker guest. Da da da. The brackets here are for you to put the speaker/guest name in there. All right. You got post 4, interactive poll. All right. We're gonna do this a week before the festival, so on and so forth. So definitely put out those 5 posts. All right. Let's go to Claude Sonnet. Let's see what Sonnet says. Okay. Here are the social media campaign documents. Here it is. I like how they did this. This is very clean. I don't really use Sonnet like this, but this is a very clean layout. I really like that. Sonnet and Grok do the same kind of things, but Sonnet doesn't really get my goat, you know. As you can see, it's got the teaser announcement, post 2 countdown, key speaker guest, spotlight award-winning chef Maria Rodriguez joined our summer festival. Look at this. They put in that this chef was going to be there. It's pretty awesome. Who knows? Maybe they was. Maybe she is. Maybe she's not. I don't know. I have no idea. All right. No, it's even got a call to action. Secure your spot now. I like that. Final call for Dallas. This is awesome. This is really cool. All right. Let's try. Let's see what this is. Microsoft Copilot. Alright, it's got a lot of emojis in their stuff. This is for Instagram. Obviously, emojis are a big thing. Visuals are a big thing on Instagram. You got to always know there's always visuals are a big thing on Instagram. You got to know that you got to have as much visuals as possible on Instagram. Alright, so it's a little paltry as far as the output, but like I said, it's Microsoft Copilot. It's really based off of one of the GPT model, and it's probably not even the most up-to-date one. All right, over here, let's social media strategy for summer event. All right, in Dallas, Texas. Here's the markdown, and Grok actually went out and searched 25 web pages to help draw this in, help bring this in, right? And it says join us tomorrow for the Dallas Summer 5 Festival at Clyde Park. Now, I don't know if there was going to be a summer festival, and I just put it in there. We'll do one quick look over it here at ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT gives you a pretty good amount of stuff here too. Very streamlined. It's not as paltry as Copilot, but it's there. This is ChatGPT, but it definitely gives you the timing, and everything. That's pretty awesome. DeepSeek. Let's see what DeepSeek does. DeepSeek pretty much does the same thing. Almost looks exactly like ChatGPT's. Look at that. Ain't that something? Look, look, bruh. DeepSeek is a baby. Well, whatever. Same thing. So you see that all of them are able to pop out the same type of structure for the post. So you know we're ready there now. You guys get the gist of that. Let me go over here to this. Let me show you something real quick. All right. Remember we did the mountain biking blog, right? That was for ChatGPT, right? Here's a one sentence blog post about one sentence prompt for blog posting or for mountain biking, and this is what it gave me. Compared to the other one, it's not much at all. It has it has a hyperlink in here, which is cool, but it doesn't really give you much, and it's kind of like it's lagging. Okay, there are some things in there. It does have a stat in here about how many calories it burns per minute, which is not the same as the one that it wrote for me the first time, but you can't really do much about that. But this is what you'll get. I mean, it's giving you some decent copy, but it's not targeted, it's not focused. It's just, let me just do what I want, right? Okay. Now, maybe because I had asked it to do this one first, maybe it kind of linked in on what it already wrote before. Sometimes your AI will do that, but maybe it didn't. Who knows? Now, here's what I did. This is, I took that same blog, that same prompt, and this is the prompt that I gave it. Look at that. That's a pretty big prompt, isn't it? That's basically the same prompt that I had. Write a structured blog post focused on building muscles, but I wanted to be a little. I added in this sentence here. Start the blog with a brief summary about its contents. In the paragraph, there's 6 to 8 sentences. Then it goes into the bold hook, 2 to 3 keywords, right? Then I had it come down here. I had add in hyperlinks at the end of the post based on the origin and included stats, right? Then I had it do I had it up the keyword to 3 to 6 primary long tail, short tail keywords. I also need to specify the type of keywords, long tail or short tail keywords. Then I went on to say only use the same primary keywords minimally in the post. If those primary keywords are needed to be used often, then change the primary keywords to some very similar keywords that will mean the same thing without sounding redundant. Because I want to avoid keyword stuffing. You don't want to do that. You get knocks against you don't get shown as authority, and you get knocks against you online through like Google and stuff. Basically, and I said within 7 to 10 paragraphs. Let's see how many paragraphs this has got. First off, let me copy this and see how many. I'm going to the word count. See if it did what it was supposed to do. 909 words. If you want to get a taste of what's in the guide, just go with the sampler. It's probably the best thing to do is just use the sampler first. Take a few prompts and don't use it. Just don't test the prompts. You saw me test the prompts here. Use the prompts. Take the prompts. Use them for different things. To flex, fix them up. Change them. Go in there and see if you can kind of add something to it or take something away from it. Things like that, and I can guarantee you're gonna get some good stuff out of these prompts. Okay, so don't forget to check out this channel for some more updates. I might come on here and do some more prompts. Use the QR code to get yourself the sampler, and then check back with me. Follow me on X at Get Money Arena. Subscribe to me on YouTube if you want. I don't have X is probably where you're gonna find me. All right, guys, take it easy.